Welcome to our first virtual open house at St. Maria Goretti Catholic School in Long Beach. My name is Patricia Jondal and I'm the Vice Principal and second grade teacher at Goretti. I have a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in Computer Programming from Georgia State University in Atlanta and a Master's degree in Elementary Education from Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. I've been teaching at Goretti for 11 years. I've taught junior high math and science, kindergarten, and now second grade, which I have to say is my favorite grade thus far. Here's a little bit about my teaching philosophy. I believe that all children have the ability to learn, but they might all learn in different ways. Here at Goretti, we train in and teach using differentiated instruction so that we can reach all students within their ability. I use the core instructional practices methodology in teaching. That's a gradual release for the student. I show them a new concept, we practice different ways, and finally they're able to demonstrate the concept to me and show me that they have mastered it. We're also a thinking map school. Teachers have been trained in the 8 thinking maps, and we use them throughout all grades and subjects. This is another tool that helps students master new concepts. Second grade is a growing independence year. In TK through 2, students are learning to read. In third grade and above, they're reading to learn. Therefore, it is so important to make sure that they have those foundational reading and math skills down before they move on to third grade. So that's our major focus in second grade. I teach standard-based lessons in all subject areas. We use Common Core state standards for English language arts and math, next generation science standards, California state standards for social studies, and Archdiocese of Los Angeles standards for religion. Our curriculum, we use reading A to Z for our reading instruction and comprehension, Voyages in English for our grammar and writing, Words Their Way for our word study and our spelling, a standard unit curriculum for each standard in math, a California Studies Weekly for social studies, Mystery Science is our science curriculum with some great hands-on experiments that students do. And finally, Dynamic Catholic Blessed series for our religion. I also use various additional online resources. Students in second grade have one-to-one iPads. We use various apps such as Seesaw, Epic for additional reading, Freckle for English language arts and math, and Duolingo for Spanish, just to name a few. There's a lot of guided practice in second grade. We also have regular opportunities to test. Students receive a number of points correct out of a total number of points on their papers, and then report cards are reflected as O, G, S, and NI. We use an online system called SchoolSpeak for parent email communication and grading. Parents and students are kept informed of grades through this system and on a regular basis by reviewing return test packets from me. Positive reinforcement strategy are used for behavior management. If a student's not responding, I work with them individually and try to overcome whatever is going on. And if I have to contact the parents for help, I do that as well. Behavior is recorded daily on a calendar that's available for parents to view on our Seesaw online program. Students are also recognized for working above and beyond expectations. Various formative and summative assessments are used. Formative assessments, such as exit tickets, are used after each lesson to garner feedback of mastery of the concept or the objective. And second graders are also tested on sight words and math facts. 3 to 4 times a year, students are evaluated on ELA and math using our STAR test. This test gives feedback to the teacher on areas that the student is ready to work on next or what areas they might still need extra practice on. So you might be asking why I work at a Catholic school as opposed to a public school. I work at a Catholic school because I strongly believe in the Catholic system of education. I want to be able to teach the students about God. I want to be able to mention His name and pray throughout the school day. I want to integrate the faith I love so much into every subject. Another question I often receive is, what's the difference between a Catholic school and a public school? Well, at Goretti, we are a small and tight-knit family. Students treat each other with kindness and respect. We work through differences, we recognize when we don't live up to expectations, and we make amends. We also work hard to make sure that all students succeed and are given what they need to succeed. Our STAR goals are more aggressive than public school goals, so that if a student is working at benchmark level, they are really working at a grade above their peers at a public institution. We integrate religion into all subjects. We pray throughout the day. We hold students to a higher academic standard. And while you do not need to be religious or specifically Catholic, you should be aware that religion is taught and discussed at our school. Due to our present COVID-19 situation, school looks a lot different from past years. Desks are set up 6 feet apart. Students have individual supplies, manipulatives, iPads, and recess toys that are kept at their desk and are used only by them. They stay with me the entire day. Safety partitions are at school, at student and teacher desks. Hourly cleaning protocols are in place to sanitize high-touch surfaces and wash student hands. We also do a deep fogging cleaning process weekly. We have a hybrid model in place at present where some students attend in-person class on campus while the rest of the students Zoom from home each day. Due to the excellent guidance and foresight from our principal, we have not missed a single day of school since last March and continue to teach students in all required situations. We were the first school in Long Beach and the LA Archdiocese to apply for and be granted a waiver for in-person return, which is why I am teaching in this hybrid format. We also are set up to Zoom on days that the health department deems are unsafe. Your child's education and safety are a top priority at all times, and we work very hard to accomplish this. So I'm coming to the end of my presentation, and I know there's so much more to share, but I will leave you with this final slide showing some of our bulletin boards in my classroom and a writing assignment of one of my students. I share this writing assignment because it sums up my feelings about our wonderful little school. I asked the students to write last month about their favorite Christmas memory. They were writing descriptive paragraphs, complete with transition words and adjectives. And this student's favorite Christmas memory was about something that happened right here at Goretti. And I'll read it to you. It says, "My favorite Christmas memory is when we caught the gingerbread man. Every day at school, we looked for him. One day we found him in the classroom, and then we caught him. Last, we made our own gingerbread man and ate it." Of all the things that he could have written about, what stood out most was an experience he had right here at Goretti when he was in kindergarten. And that just warmed my heart when I read it. I hope that I've answered some of your questions. I would love for you to email me at grade2@smgschool.com if you'd like to set up a phone call or a Zoom call to discuss any further questions you may have. I thank you for your time, and we look forward to having you become part of our St. Marie Goretti family. God bless and be safe.